Hey, it's Nick and welcome back to the channel. Before I begin, I'd like to say that Patreon members got access to this video like a week in advance. So if you want early access and some other perks, check out my Patreon. Now, you're not required to do that, obviously, but like, if you have the disposable income, consider it. Anyways, back to the video. And here I have Transformers Prime, Nemesis Prime, the custom painted version. This is as he appears in the season 2 episode, I want to say 8, episode titled Nemesis Prime. And here he is. This was at the very start a APC Toys Attack Prime, their reissue and slightly modified version of the first edition Voyager. Now, this was the, I believe, Japanese version, which, like, this one here is, like, the version that Takara got when it came out. So you can see that. Now, I started off this guy by doing a base layer of black, and then dry brushing silver. And then I also started to dry brush a dark red and then a lighter red to give it more wear. And then on top of that, I did some silver dry brushing to make it look a little bit more battle worn or dirty looking in certain areas. And then I also picked out details in yellow. Oh yeah, and before I started painting to various parts of the truck mode, I took some sandpaper to rough it up. You can see it there, as well as on the hood here, very faintly, like underneath the paint. It's all scratched up. I don't know if I did this side, but I also painted the, I think these are just running lights, because I believe in the show on Nemesis Prime they're yellow, even though that would probably be brake lights, but whatever. And now I'm not going to go over the transformation because you probably already know how it transforms, so let's do a comparison of it and the robot mode. And here he is in his robot mode, and now you can see a little bit more of the same going on. Also, I forgot to mention that after the silver dry brushing, I also painted over the blue sections of the leg in black, because it's kind of hard to tell if the legs are supposed to be a very dingy blue or if they're just supposed to be a gray. And I kind of decided that I liked the look of the blue, or of the black on the legs more than the blue, especially because the Attack Prime Japanese version's legs are also a very dark blue to begin with, so it helps with the contrast. And if you'll look at his windows on his chest, you'll see that those have also been scratched up. I took a little bit of sandpaper to them, and it didn't quite get the results that I was looking for, so I also grabbed a knife and just started making a bunch of lines at the windows. The windows are also inserted in and not glued in, so I took those out and painted the inside side black, so it gives it a much more dingy look. I wish I would have gotten the little insert tabs, but also that would have just scraped the paint off. And then over here you'll see I picked out the lights on the torso. I'm not sure where these lights come from the robot mode, or these ones either, but also his head. This is kind of like the part that I put the least amount of effort into, because I really just picked out the eyes and everything else is just kind of messily painted on, but honestly it looks really good. I plan on getting some Toy Hacks repro labels, Autobot symbols to throw on either side, as well as my Attack Prime version, which is right here. And honestly, they look so good together. It makes me kind of want to take out the windows on this guy and paint the inside of those black as well, just so it's a little bit more accurate to the show. But as you can see, as I was talking about, very dark purpley blue going on here, and then I just decided to go with black. You'll also notice that certain parts of this guy are unpainted, or at least they were painted at one point, and then I just scratched all the paint off, because I really like the way that the brown plastic looks on this guy for the hands and this bit. I was thinking about keeping the abdomen the brown plastic that this guy is, but I just decided that that didn't work. And funnily enough, this guy actually has the shinier torso bit with the stripe here from, I believe, the grill. Well, this guy is just the brown plastic, but you can see comparison between these guys and then the back of the legs. And yeah, I did not end up painting the weapons for this guy because this guy was actually bought from a lot on eBay and he didn't have any weapons at all come with him. And I kind of don't want to paint this guy's weapons because then he won't have any weapons that go with him. But whatever. If you like this, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. And consider supporting me on Patreon, I guess. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.